No second chances, no support, and nowhere to go but the finish line. Day and night, non-stop, racing the clock as much as they race themselves. Across 4 continents and countless challenges. The ultimate prize is simply surviving. The journey, the tears, and the triumphs. Welcome to Wild Races. New Zealand, the birthplace of adventure racing, is where we return to our pursuit of the unknown. With the dawn lifting, adventure racing is once again reborn in New Zealand. This incredible landscape is about to lay its claim on our adventurers. In the first 24 hours alone, teams will kayak, mountain bike, raft and trek deep into the rugged New Zealand backcountry. As dawn breaks, the start of this incredible journey begins with a 15-kilometre kayak on the mystical waters of Milford Sound.
We're in Milford Sound, packing the seams onto the boat. We're going to head them out. It looks pretty nice out there. And then we'll sort of disembark, get the guys off. They'll have a little bit of a paddle back in. It'll be pretty spectacular out there at the moment. So a bit of effort to get them out there, but they're sitting down there looking pretty happy at the moment. And I think, a moonlit kind of cruise, kind of over a glassy Milford Sound is just pretty amazing for most people.
I'm excited. It's about time to start. I've been here too long. Ready to get out.
It'll be nice to see this beautiful place. It was a bit cloudy when we came in yesterday, so it'll look really good.
I'll just be delighted when everybody gets going. It's been an absolute mission to get everybody here, but I'm just excited that everybody's here, they're on the boat. Yeah, we're stoked.
Yeah, just prevention from the uneven terrain that we're going to be walking on. You don't really know how long your ankles are going to be on lean for, or just accidentally slip over and roll them, and it could mean the end of your race.
Last night we got about 4 hours sleep. A nice early start, waking up at 2:30 this morning. Last night we got about 4 hours sleep. A nice early start, waking up at 2:30 this morning. But surprisingly not feeling too tired.
This is crazy, very crazy. Look at this, you can't see.
We just want to get out on the water first because I can't see anyone else out there, and it's kind of un-BLACKHEART style to actually be on the start line before anyone else.
A couple of stages will be a little bit fast and frantic, but after that we'll get into it.
It's important to soak yourself up for it. Keep on the right, just keep heading in. Probably following a stream of teams, so there won't be much navigation going on, I don't think.
It's incredible to be out here at this time of the morning. It's the sort of thing that you never usually do, so it's just an amazing experience. So just trying to enjoy the experience as much as possible and soak it all in.
With first light comes many new challenges, and the journey ahead is hard to imagine.
It's a really special part of adventure racing that you just do things that normal people would never experience or never do, and you just get pushed way outside of what's normal. And so that's part of the reason why we do it. We just love the challenge of that and enjoying these experiences.
Godspeed for God's eye.
Through the mist, our elite teams have already opened up a sizable gap on the field, whilst further back, the tidal flow and driving mist are creating early challenges. Team Seagate and Subway, both experienced paddlers, are setting a blistering pace. Being two of the world's elite, this is a battle that could continue well into the coming hours.
These boats are surprisingly fast.
what I initially thought.
Good fun, eh? Great start. A few little runners in there. Got everyone going at the start line. It's good. Team's looking really strong.
It's nice to have some good boats to paddle. They're nice and fast. It's a great way to start.
Exciting, a lot of current, a lot of waves, and nice surprise with some dolphins joining us for the second half of the paddle, so it's beautiful.
I think it's going to be a fun day today because we've got 3 pretty fast stages. Not a huge amount of navigation in the first 3 stages, but I think everybody's going to probably have testosterone switched to max, and they're probably going to go a little hard, but I mean the racing will be fun. By the end of the day, they'll be slowing down a little bit, and then they really hit their sort of first of their sort of difficult challenges, which is the Dunton Range track, which will really kind of sort them out. Tough navigation overnight. But I think today is mostly going to be about turbocharged teams going fast at the front. We'll see how they get on, but I suspect it'll be pretty fast, particularly off the boat, and I think there'll be sort of 4 or 5 teams trying to sort of vie for each other's wash, and they'll come in pretty hard, I reckon.
That was the best paddle of my life. Every 5 minutes we had to stop, pinch ourselves, make sure it was real. You just looked up and you're like, wow! And then these dolphins came and it was like, wow! That absolutely hands down was the best paddle of my life. Following wind, following waves, surfing down the waves. Yes!
Mist turns to sleet as our teams head out onto the 49-kilometre mountain bike leg, which takes them through some of the most majestic landscape anywhere in the world. With a brutal climb and no respite from the conditions, it's a punishing but fast leg that heads towards the upper Eglinton River.
See much because of the cloud, but this definitely feels like something out of the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit. Just awesome. Yeah, we've got a bit of a haul up here. Yeah, we're nearly 600 metres above sea level, so we've had a decent climb. We've got 400 to go, so over halfway. But yeah, it's a good start.
Team Subway now push hard and open up the smallest of gaps on Seagate, though there is a long way to go and there is no let up to the elevation.
Trying to cruise at this stage, keep ourselves fresh for the trek tonight. We will be trekking all night, so save the legs for that and save the brain for the navigation then.
At the moment, me and JJ got a wee system going on every 50 metres. We're going to give Bex a bit of a help and keep her fit. But I'm starting to wonder, Bex is always the one that's going at the end of the race, so maybe she'll be returning some favours on these treks, eh?
These guys are like V8 engines pulling me up the hill.
Another world. It's a bit hard to take it all in when you're blowing up a hill, but sort of takes the pain away a little.
No, that's not a smile, that's a grimace. That's a very painful grimace.
No shame in taking a nice easy tow on the first mountain bike ride.
We had a bit of an issue in the kayak. One of our rudder cables was loose, which got locked one way, and had a few couple of swims, and then yeah, haven't lasted in the pedal, but we're fighting back. We'll be pushed through about 10 or 12 teams at the moment already. Got a nice wee hill ahead of us, and then into the canoe. But no, we're staying strong. Everyone's doing well, and we'll be good. Let's just put the first one behind us.
The way we look at it is that it's one minor slip up. Race is, you know, at best 3.5 days long, so we've got so much time to make it up. And the teams that are ahead of us, we're reeled in the fuel already, and it's not a big deal. We're just going to keep ticking away. The thing is not to blow it up either. You know, I don't want to push too hard to make up that time, so we're just trying to keep consistent.
They've had a good ride, good steep ride, and they've all enjoyed going through the tunnel. They've had a flyer all the way down to TA2.
The fast descent gives our teams little rest as it brings the bunch together with any small time gaps being quickly eroded. Even at this early stage, strategies are made and broken.
Found myself a little bit of black smoke at times.
There's no real point in fighting against each other. Save energy and sort of work together a bit.
Felt like it was going in pretty cold, but just, you know, churn away. You get there. It was actually, it didn't take as long as I felt it would. You know, going down in the bus, I thought, hell, this is one hell of a climb, you know. But surprisingly was a lot quicker than I expected.
That bike is unbelievable. It got a little more difficult to smile as the time went on, and we climbed an elevation, but it was gorgeous. I loved it. Obviously, once you're done, it's much better. But it is a great sense of accomplishment. Every 100 meters we climbed, I felt was an accomplishment. So take what you can get, I say.
The sun now shining and the teams all now settled into their rhythm, we head on to the first of our long and arduous paddles. "36 kilometres of paddling through this exotic and revered landscape should be a routine exercise. Though with little water flowing down its banks, this stage is a turning point of the race for so many. These captivating views seem to rush by the lead teams, yet again the fast descent from the mountains has removed any lead the Team Subway had managed to extract over Seagate.
The two lead teams are having a real duel, and it's going to be fascinating to watch that throughout the race. You just get the feeling that it's going to be who drops first out of those two.
Seems to get out and out at the same time.
You know, with that working very well, but it's an effort. No one's going to be much faster than anybody else.
Yeah, we have heard a rumour that some of the boats might have slow leaks in them.
have got ice on the legs.
So hopefully things will go well. Get in a bit of a rhythm hopefully and try and pick some good lines. You know it's going to be ridiculously shallow I think, so it's just going to be about trying to keep the boat in water and keep it moving.
It's pretty horrible. Running aground all the time and a bit soft. Sort of leaks, I think.
First half was pretty hard, eh? It's just lots of running, lots of pushing the boats and dragging them.
Just difficult little beast.
Once you get down through, there's a gorge section. Things got a bit nicer, it's quite beautiful and got a few good hours of paddling in. I think it's just going to be holding on this section, tell you the truth, eh? We'll hopefully get into it later.
Further downstream, the current picks up and the race is on again. Teams push through their limits to open up any lead before heading deep into the New Zealand wilderness and the failing light.
Pleased to be over the side of the divide. Looks like it's better weather and 2 legs down already. We're looking forward to the next one.
Be nice to get off road, ready to hit that cold water and cool down a bit. It's going to be hot in the car.
Looking forward to the paddle.
With the elite teams already having opened up a significant gap, the mid-pack teams are just arriving at the river.
I'm interested to see which route they've taken out of TA. It's a very quick path to the river just over there, where they've all gone in the opposite direction. But the river's a long way down. You know, they've just sort of taken a beeline, but it isn't the fastest route. They need to sort of pick a little track up over here, and they can get on the river in 2 minutes. And they'll save themselves a lot of time.
Just checking in regards to where we have to blow these up.
Down to the water, wherever it is, down there somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know what they were finding there. There's just some kind of tiny stream down there which probably turns into a bog and then a pond. They're just so frantic at the moment, they're not looking at their maps. They're just looking at where the river goes. You know, they need to pick up the map and work out that the river's over there.
Heavy and awkward.
Weighs about 20 odd kilos. And it's pretty awkward to carry.
Hard to make up time. Easy to lose time if something happens.
And I don't recommend putting the 2 lightest people in the other boats unless you want to go around in circles.
There's quite a few teams that are off on the right, doing circles with us.
In adventure racing, pushing to the absolute limit from the start is the only way to ensure you have any kind of real race advantage. Lead teams with only a few legs down have already put time and distance on the others. For many, feeling the strain so early is not a good sign, though for others the slow and steady pace is a major strategic advantage and also allows them to take in the magnificent surrounds.
We're having a great time here on the river. We've seen a nice big board, spectacular. We've been paddling for about 4 hours here at the stage. A bit tired, pretty bit of sun on us.
Where would you be on the emotional scale?
2.
2.
Yeah, 2 out of 4. Oh, it's getting interesting now because it's starting to flow.
Had a nice paddle. Geez, the canyon was beautiful, pristine.
We had a good paddle, it was pretty long. But it was fun. I haven't sort of paddled a canoe that far before, I don't think.
It was stunning through the little gorge there. It's beautiful, beautiful sections.
Water levels were low, which made for a few portages and slightly longer times than anticipated, but beautiful scenery and a few little technical sort of ins and outs we had to navigate, and it was good fun, challenging.
Although it was very nice, kind of glad it's over.
The treks in the night are where it's going to happen a bit more.
The real racing starts tonight.
Kiwi Team Seagate and Subway, forged in this very land, strike out at the sharp end of the first day. The rest of the field heave forward in chase. Next week, New Zealand reveals why its natural landscape has some of the most demanding challenges ever seen by wild racers. Many run motivated by the mere fact of getting into the mountains, and some move forward just holding on.